Hello, everybody, and welcome to our latest installment of the 1976 NCAA tournament. Missed yesterday because of a doctor's appointment. So today you get two games. And our first game is going to be a couple of middling teams from the SEC and the ACC. First, we have the Auburn Tigers, who won a tournament game, so they're 15-10 now. But they, as I said, they got the benefit of playing in a competitive conference, and they went 15-10, counting the game they already won. They had three overtime games, lost to Georgia, lost to LSU, but beat Duke, a team they could get in the Sweet 16s. Again, they beat them 90-83 back on December 26th. Now we take a look at North Carolina State, 14-9. They got the bye in the first round. Again, beneficiaries of playing in a very, very tough conference, the ACC. They did not have a first round game, and you see their record there. As I said, 14-9. See how they did against North Carolina. They played them at Chapel Hill, lost 76-65. And then they played them at home and lost 86-80. So that is how that went. And we had some games earlier in the week. And with these two games, we will have our Eastern semifinals set. And then we will move on to the Mideast, and then the Midwest, and then the West. 48 teams made this tournament the way I played it out. The 32 normal bids that were available in the NC2As in 76, and then we added 16 more teams. The NIT only took 12 teams. They normally would take 16 teams, so we decided at the last minute to make it a 48-team field instead of a 44-team field. You see the games that already took place there, so cover your eyes. If you do not want to know what happened, I guess it's a little too late now, right? Auburn was the first lower seed to win. They beat Florida State 79-67 in round one. So now they get the honor of playing the number 2 seed North Carolina State. A controversial pick to be that high. But as we said, they got the benefit of playing in the ACC. I will play as North Carolina State, and off we go. North Carolina State will be in the white, and Auburn in their blue and orange.
Here are today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Auburn Tigers, Johnson, Petkovich, Redding, Mitchell.
Yes. Oops. Hang on, folks. I went to the wrong... My screen went to HDMI 1 for some reason. I was putting up my phone, putting up my remote, and it went haywire. So my apologies, folks. I probably talked over the introductions. So Auburn winning the tip, and Mitchell fouled by Carr, and Carr landed hard for his first foul. 7 fouls puts you in the bonus, so every foul is a shooting foul. Until then, you can only be fouled in the act of shooting, and if you don't make the shot, it's 3 to make 2. If you make the shot, it's an and 1. And the game going haywire on me because it's showing 3-point shots, which weren't allowed back then. Carr with the rebound for North Carolina State.
Bill Spence.
And Spence has the first deuce of the game. Mitchell. No good. Rebound Johnson. That is North Carolina State in the red, numbering and lettering on the scoreboard. They do not have state for some reason. So we're tied at 2. Carr from the outside. Johnson
is on Davis. His first team.
Let me see who Carr is. That is Kenny Carr. Okay. He was a notable player for the NC State team.
Johnson, he made the free throw.
I know he played in the NBA. I had a middle school teacher who was a relative of Kenny Carr. That's why I wanted to look at it. Johnson, no good on the second free throw. 3-2 Tigers, and now 4-2.
Johnson, he made the free throw.
Carr missing, and the rebound by Mitchell will go back the other way. Well, maybe not. Nope, it was kicked out of bounds by NC State, or so they will rule, and it will be Auburn ball at the 18-10 juncture of the first half. Mitchell has scored for his first deuce of the game. It's Green with a dribble drive. Yes. 6'4". Not that Al Green, a soul singer of the 70s. Let's Stay Together was probably his biggest hit before Tina Turner remade it in the 80s. Mitchell with another board and a foul on Davis. Davis is going to have to leave early with 2 fouls. Adele coming in. Not Adele, another singer. Rolling in the Deep was their biggest hit back in the early 20-teens. Redding, no good. Rebound Spence. So 6-4. A lot of ACC teams in this East bracket. Rebound by Carr. And Carr with the putback. And Kenny Carr makes it 6-6. Johnson to Redding. And Redding missing. Rebound Spence. And here come the Wolfpack. Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. And Carr with another basket to make it 8-6 Wolfpack. How did that song go? Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. You might wind up in a body bag. Green. Wowzers. String music for Green and Petkovic. Commits the foul for the and one, and Green hits it. So instant offense out of Green, the shooting guard for NC State. It's now 11-6. This is in between national championships. They won the title in 74. And if you want to see YouTube of the game between them and UCLA in the semis, it's available. Spence with the miss, but he gets his own rebound. The putback, also no good, but also right back to him. Longer shot, nope. Rebound Patrick for Auburn. He is their center. It's 11-6. We are just a little past 5 minutes in. Redding missing, rebound Patrick. The putback is good. It's 11-8. Kenny Carr fouled.
Foul is on Mitchell. His second personal, 13th foul.
It's 3 to make 2 for Kenny Carr. And the first shot will be a knuckleball skittering off to the left. No good. Second is good. He's only a 70.6 free throw shooter. But they got him for bulk. They didn't get him for good shooting. Bolden coming in to replace Mitchell at power forward for Auburn. Here's the third free throw, which is good. 13-8. I almost said 13-6. We have 14-11 gone by. Then NC State, as we have Patrick and Spence, and the colors are inverted. Patrick is with Auburn, and Spence is with NC State.
Patrick controls it.
Patrick won the tip for the Auburn Tigers, and now the colors are corrected. Redding to Patrick, back to Redding. Lets it go from the near corner.
Patrick.
Bullseye, and it's 13-10. On the other end, Kenny Carr with another deuce. He has 8. It's 15-10. A travel by Redding will go back the other way. Carr, no good. Rebound to Walker. And his putback from distance is good. It's 17-10. Patrick has 8 of the 12 points by Auburn, 17-12. Walker feeling his oats. No, a dribble drive. He faked out the Auburn defense, but the basket didn't count. Rebound by Spence. That is no good, but a foul by Patrick.
His first personal, 14th foul.
3 to make 2 for Spence, and he is a good free throw shooter at 8.22.
Spence made the free throw.
Or 82.2%, if you want to multiply that by 100. First one good, second one good, and it's 19-12. Bolden, no good. Rebound Adele. And a foul on Adele. As you're hearing the PA announcer, it was Petkovic who's going to have to sit. Bracey is going to come in and play shooting guard for Auburn. 19-12. Kenny Carr. It's been the hot hand. He can't get a 10-footer to go. Rebound Walker, but Carr was called for his first foul over the back. So 19-12. First of 2 games we will be putting up later tonight. A jump ball between Bracey and Green. Actually, it would probably be this afternoon I put this up because I'm going to try to stay up late and watch the U.S. soccer game against Turkey. And again, the colors were inverted on the tip. North Carolina State won the tip. Carr, no good. From the corner, rebounded by Redding. Here comes a fast break by Auburn.
Foul is on Walker.
And Walker slows that down with a foul. We have 5 fouls on Auburn, 4 on North Carolina State. 11:31 left in the half. It is 19-12. Redding, from distance, bullseye. And it's 19-14. Carr, he gets 2 more to go to 10 points. 21-14.
Foul is on Spence. His first personal, 15.
21-14. Auburn with possession. I haven't even set North Carolina State defense yet, and they're playing well. Auburn's only shot .429. North Carolina State has shot .421. They're getting it done from the free throw line, 5 of 6, and Auburn has only missed 1, 2, but they have only made 2 out of 3, which ain't bad. Tigers ball. So Johnson looking for Bolden, and Kenny Cowell's going to have to grab some pine. Agardy's going to come in at the 10:21 mark of time remaining in the first half. So a football score right now, and Patrick changes that.
Patrick scores.
Patrick has 10 points.
Spence, second personal, 17 foul.
So I'm going to change the strategy just to have help on the inside, and we'll play a 2-1-2 zone. So Patrick to the line. He is 5 of 5 from the field. His first free throw try, a .694 free throw shooter. It goes. And we have another football score. The score of Super Bowl 10. 21-17, although Pittsburgh took a very circuitous route to their 21 points. 23-17 now.
Foul is on Adele. First personal.
3 to make 2 for Johnson.
Johnson, he made the free
Pittsburgh got 21, but it was a touchdown, a safety, a couple of field goals, and a touchdown with a missed extra point, if I'm correct, or 2 touchdowns and 2 missed extra points, because the Cowboys roughed up Roy Jarella, who I think was their kicker that day.
Johnson, he made the free throw.
So Johnson makes 2 out of 3. We have crossed the halfway point of the half, 23-19. A steal by Johnson. Fast break. Bracey. Oh, that goes out of bounds. And the Wolfpack get it back. 9:30 now left. And we have an injury to Agarty. But he will stay in the game. We've had 8 play for NC State. We've had 7 play for Auburn so far.
16 foul.
And Sudhop, held by Bolden. Auburn in the bonus, and North Carolina State a foul away. Green has 7 points now, 25-19. Johnson with the dribble drive attempt, no good. Rebound to Patrick. Patrick's got 11 points, and now he's got 13. 6 in a row for Patrick, 25-21. Offensive foul on Bracey, his first. They bring Huey in. South Carolina brought Ewing in. Bracey is the shooting guard for Auburn, 25-21. Auburn, of course, famously had Charles Barkley, Sir Charles, as the substitutions keep coming in. 4 timeouts for each team. You got to use one because you can only take 3 with you to the second half. And Auburn keeping possession. I'm going to call timeout, actually. We'll do a little defensive focus. Not a lot of good options to bring in at power forward. I got a Gardy who has no fouls. In fact, that's what we'll do. We'll bring a Gardy in to play power forward. And yeah, not a lot of good options right now because a lot of players are in foul trouble. So we'll put a Gardy in. Horges from the corner, far corner. It's a 2-point game, 25-23. And Green called for the charge. That is number 2 for him. So an up and down first half.
Auburn ball.
Both teams have had multi-possession leads. North Carolina State at one point led by 7. Auburn led by 4 at their highest point. Johnson, no. Rebound to Bolden. And Auburn resetting the O. Redding. Bullseye. And we're tied at 25. Sudhop, no good. And North Carolina State's going to reset the O. Sudhop again, and this time it finds the mark, 27-25. Auburn now up to 500 from the field. No good. Rebound Ewing. Blocked by Ewing. Collected by Walker. And North Carolina State will try to extend their lead. Ewing being worked on by Bracey, and Bracey comes in and pickpockets. He gets the ball now. Over to Johnson, and out of bounds. Auburn ball. 27-25. Auburn looking for that tying basket. And Carr with the rebound. He is back in the game playing small forward. But he's got 2 fouls. You got 4 players on North Carolina State with 2. So that might be trouble as the game marches on. And a steal by Johnson. Johnson to Bolden. Bolden hitting the rim. And Sudhop with the rebound for North Carolina State. With the 5:04 mark, both teams have slowed down. And again, they seek the expertise of Kenny Carr. And he's got 12. 29-25. If I am not mistaken, Kenny Carr spent a lot of time playing for Portland Trailblazers. So North Carolina State with it back. They're trying to extend their 4-point lead to 6. Oh, and a block by Horges. North Carolina State still a foul away from going to bonus time. And Ewing finds the strings, and it's 31-25. Johnson missing. Johnson has now missed 5 in a row. Fast break for the Wolfpack. Stokan has made it an 8-point lead, the biggest lead North Carolina State has. Another miss and another board for the Wolfpack, who've gone on a run here. I think an 8-0 run, if I'm not mistaken. And they're looking to Kenny Carr again, and Carr is fouled by Redding.
His first personal, 17.
3 to make 2 for Kenny Carr. Both teams now in the bonus for the last 3:05 of the half. Carr's got his 13th point. He is 3 of 4 from the free throw stripe. Substitutions abound. You see them there on the lower left of your screen. And Carr letting that fly, and it goes. 14 for Kenny Carr, and the lead is 10. 35-25. They're on a 10-0 run. Hodges fouled.
Foul is on Soto. His first.
So Hodges now 3 to make 2. Here's the first. Kicks out. 2:53 to go. Hodges hits the second.
Made the free throw.
See if there's any substitutions here, and there are. A whole bunch of them. Kenny Carr getting a rest.
Hit the free throw.
So Auburn breaks out of that scoring schneid and picks up 2 via the free throw route. 35-27. Dirk Ewing. A good outside shooter. He lets it go, and out of bounds over to the Tigers. 2:41 now left to play in the half. 35-27. Winner here gets the Duke, Maryland winner, which will be our next game. Fast break for the Wolfpack, and Ewing takes advantage of the 3-on-1 to put North Carolina State back up 10. A block by Walker on the other end, but it skitters over to Patrick, who has 13 points, and now he's got 15. 37-29. Sudhop. And that is a foul the other way. Patrick will sit with his 15 points, and now 2 fouls. Bonus time for North Carolina State. You got to get the front end to get the back end, and he does. That is his first make and attempt, Sudhopes. He's at 5 points, and now he's at 6. The lead back up to 10, 39-29 at the 2:01 mark. So the game playing out as the power rankings had anticipated. Now we got a foul the other way, a 1-and-1 for Johnson. Johnson so far today, he is the point guard. All 4 of his points have come from free throws. He is 4 of 6, and now 4 of 7. As Ewing collecting the board off the first free throw and winding up being the only. 1:45 left. We can pass the ball around a little here. Sudhope has it. He's working Hodges, and another deuce. 41-29. Biggest lead for North Carolina State. Johnson cuts it to 10. And that was his first field goal of the game. 3-2 zone now for Auburn. And with 58 seconds left, no hurry to shoot. In fact, it's going to be Dirk Ewing. He went up. He was fouled by Bracey with 46 ticks on the first half clock. First one goes for Ewing. Ewing, that was his first attempt and make. 42-31. Biggest lead North Carolina State has had is 12, and it will not be duplicated here, at least not yet. Agarty is going to pass it. 45 seconds left. It goes back to Ewing, and Ewing connecting to go to 7 points. Biggest lead for North Carolina State. Last chance this half for Auburn. Goes to Hodges. Better put up a shot soon. No good. And we go to halftime. North Carolina State at 44 and Auburn at 31, and I will be right back. So my hope is to get Duke and Maryland done today, and then Friday, baseball, wrestling, Saturday, baseball, wrestling. Might even do some baseball today, but that'll depend on the timing of my day. But right now, let's get to the second half of this one between North Carolina State and Auburn. You see the totals there, 44-31. Your high scorer is Patrick, 15 points. Kenny Carr with 14 for North Carolina State. Field goal percentage has been dominant for North Carolina State. Auburn fluctuated with the 500 mark, but they have now gone down to 387. Free throws, North Carolina State only missing 2 out of 12, 833. Auburn, 7 of 11, 636. NC State has owned the glass. They're plus 11 in rebounds, plus 3 offensively, which reminds me I should set them to strong boarding. Crashed the boards, and they committed 3 more fouls. Everything else about the same. Auburn had 3 steals. NC State had 3 blocks to Auburn's 1. Yeah, but let's start the second half of play. Spence was the intended recipient of the pass. Patrick with the steal sets up a 3-on-2 fast break, which Johnson finishes. He's now 2 of 8 from the field, and it's 44-33. Davis with a beautiful shot from distance to make it 46-33. Johnson, a block by Kenny Carr. But it went right back to Auburn. Mitchell with the miss, Patrick with the board. His 6th such feat, and it's an offensive foul. And forgive me a moment, folks, I forgot to get more water. Actually, no, I should drink the water that I have. Then I should get more. So there'll be a brief pause in play, maybe the scorekeeper having trouble with the scoreboard, figuratively. And everything now all copacetic, 46-33. Spence no good. Rebound Reading. And we'll go back the other way. Johnson letting it fly. No good. Rebound Spence. Spence to Green, back to Spence. And Spence has 2 more. 6 points for Phil Spence. And it's a 15-point lead for North Carolina State. Johnson with the miss. Spence with the pull. But it was thrown away. Pardon me for burping. And the ball back to the Auburn Tigers. Mitchell hits it.
Mitchell.
And it is 48-35. Out of bounds, over to Auburn. Do my OBS check, and it is working. Good. Patrick, no good. Rebound Carr. Carr has played just 15 minutes out of the first 23. He's got the ball now, and he's got 2 more. 16 points to make it 50-35. Biggest lead again for North Carolina State. Green with the rebound. And the finish there for Craig Davis. It's 17 points now. Eddie Johnson injuring his wrist. 52-35. Auburn, a lot of work to do, trailing by 17. Mitchell, not a turnover, kicked ball. It will stay with Auburn. No shot clock, no 3-point line. And a 5-second violation gives the ball back to the Wolfpack. Spence, Green, no good. Rebound Johnson. And Reading has hit it to make it a 15-point game again. Green out of bounds. It stays with the Wolfpack. So if North Carolina State holds on and wins, they're going to get an ACC opponent. It'll just be a matter of whether or not it'll be Duke or Maryland. Kenny Carr has fouled again. That is number 3 on him. I think he is the first player on either side to 3 fouls. Johnson, no. Rebound Spence for his 9th board. He's got 6 points, so he's closing in on that double-double. Kenny Carr again. 18 for Kenny Carr. And it's 54-37. Pikowicz, no good, but Johnson with the finish, and it's 54-39. Skitters out of bounds, back to Auburn. 10 turnovers now for North Carolina State compared to 7 for Auburn. Mitchell, no good, rebound Spence. Spence has his 10th rebound. Kenny Carr getting a lot of attention. This one was a block by Mitchell, but Spence with the rebound, number 11 for him. Out of bounds, and that was a pressure turnover. 54-39 with 14:09 to go, and the clock continuing to move. Pikowicz is fouled by Green. No, it was Patrick who was fouled. Patrick 101 from the line, but now he's got 3 to make 2 here. 2 fouls, North Carolina State, 1 Auburn. First one rattles in and out and does not fall. Second one was a line drive. 2 out of 3 from the line is Mr. Patrick. And the third one goes in. So he got the 2 points. And the lead is down to 13. Has been as high as 17. Patrick with another block. But it went out of bounds, and NC State keeps possession. Kenny Carr again, and he's got 2 again. That's 20 for Carr. He's leading all scorers now at 56-41. Redding with the miss, gets his own rebound. The putback misses again, and Carr has picked up foul number 4. Carr might have to sit for a bit, which is bad news for the Wolfpack. Redding hit the free throw. 7 points after that free throw. And we should see, Agarty coming in for Carr. And Redding hitting the second free throw to make it 56-43. Agarty to Green. Green's going to drive to the basket. And the layup makes it a 15-point game again. And Walker says, "Get that out of here, sir." But the ball came off of the blocker, Walker, and it's going to stay with the Auburn Tigers. 12:48 to play. Redding hits from the outside. He's got 10 now, but just a measly 4 of 11 from the field. Half-court press for North Carolina, for Auburn. North Carolina State working it, and a travel by Spence. Cue up Billy Joel as North Carolina State facing some pressure. Blocked by Spence. Redding missing, Johnson rebounding, and Johnson commits a loose ball foul. 58-45, 12:01 now left to play. Green, no good with that running floater. And Patrick rebounding. It's 3-on-2 now. Mitchell to Redding. Redding finishes. He's got 12. Green says, I'll do you 1 too. 60-47. Mitchell missing. Spence with the rebound. His 12th now. Davis to Agarty, back to Davis. And he runs a layup down, and it is no good. Rebound to Patrick. 3-on-2 fast break for Auburn. Johnson cannot finish, but a foul by Davis. That's 3 now on Davis. Green has 3 for North Carolina State, and Kenny Carr is sitting with 4. Patrick has 3 for Auburn, and Johnson is at the line.
Johnson, he makes the first.
North Carolina State with 4 fouls, Auburn with 2. And we see some changes for North Carolina State. And Auburn missing the second, so he gets 1 more. And the lead now 11.
Johnson, he made the free throw.
Down from 17 for the Wolfpack. Green with it. His layup is no good. Agardi with it. And a steal by Patrick. 4-on-1 fast break, so this should be 2.
Petkovic scores. Foul is on Agardi. First personal. 15 foul.
So now the lead is under 10, which is a danger spot for North Carolina State.
Petkovic made the free throw.
And Petkovic has cut it to 8. Spence lets it fly from the near corner,
Auburn ball.
and Auburn has it again. If you've just queued up to this point in the video, North Carolina State was up 17. Auburn has now cut it to 8, and they have the ball again, looking to cut it to 6. Mitchell, no good, but we have a foul on Agardi. Agardi has picked up a quick 2,
16.
and Mitchell to the line, 3 to make 2. First one, good.
Mitchell made the free throw.
15 of 21 from the stripe is Auburn. And NC State still 10 of 12. Here's the second free throw. It's good. The lead is now 6. 60 to 54. Green with it. Nice layup. And Petkovic got him. So it's an and 1, which is a knuckler, no good. Mitchell with the rebound, but it's now an 8-point game. More than halfway now past the second half. Mitchell, no good. Rebound, Ewing. And Ewing with the finish on the other end. The lead back up to 10, just like that. Patrick, no good. Back to North Carolina State. 64-54 at the 9:19 mark. Ewing, another basket for him to go to 11 points on the day. The lead is 12, and Mitchell cuts it to 10. 66-56. And a steal by Bracey. We'll go back the other way. Horridges, no good. Rebound, Walker. Green, no good. Rebound, Walker. We have Walkers only on North Carolina State. I thought we had a Walker on each team, but we don't. NC State with it. The lead is 10. 8:01 to go, and a 5-second call on Agardi as he struggled to inbound, and now Auburn with the ball. Mitchell hits.
Mitchell.
66-58. Full court press by Auburn, but North Carolina State has it. I'm going to slow down the pace for North Carolina State. And let's see. I'm not going to put Carr in because Carr's got 4 fouls. See if I could put anybody else in. I'm going to try Bobo Jackson at small forward. If he could play the 2, he could play the 3, I think. It's Sudhop. Cannot score, but a foul on Horges.
His first 14 foul.
3 to make 2. First one falls, so we'll see if there are substitutions. I imagine they'd want to get Bobo out of there. And they do. Bobo now playing shooting guard, and Ewing has come in to play small forward. Sudhope made it both, and it's back to 10 points, 68-58. We're now down to 7:31 now left in the half. Steal by Davis. Sudhope out of bounds. North Carolina State ball. As we continue to point out, whoever wins gets either Duke or Maryland in the Sweet 16. Right now, that's looking like it's going to be NC State.
Foul is on Bond. First personal, 15 foul.
Okay, so we have 6 fouls now. North Carolina State, 5 for Auburn. Neither team in the bonus yet.
Spence hit the free throw.
Spence now with 7 points to go with his 12 rebounds. And Spence
made the free throw.
Hits them both 70-58 now at the 6:44 mark.
North Carolina State ball.
So North Carolina State pulling away again. Half-court trap for Auburn. And Spence committing offensive foul, which gives him 3 fouls. The one saving grace right now for Auburn is North Carolina State has a lot of players with 3 fouls or more. Bolden missing, getting his own board. The putback also no good. Guiada's rebound again. And Bobo Jackson with the foul. That puts Auburn in the bonus, and now it's a 1-1 shooting situation for Bolden. Lets it fly, and it's good. Rattled around the rim a little bit. That was his first make and attempt today. Auburn now shooting 17 of 23 from the stripe, and North Carolina State at 14 of 17. And Bolden with the miss on the second end. Carr with the rebound. He is back in the game, playing power forward with 4 fouls. He usually is a calming influence on the Wolfpack squad. And he's going to let one fly. No good. Rebound Horges. 4-on-3 fast break. They need points soon, and they're down 11, and they still are as Horges blows the layup. Pikewicz.
Foul is on Walker. His second personal.
Walker with the foul. It's now 1-1 for Bracey. Bracey is going to make his first attempt. And he misses. He's played 15 minutes and hasn't scored. 70-59. Little over 5 left to play. Sudhope cannot hit from up close. The rebound goes to Bracey. His first of the day. Auburn has to play fast. Horges cuts it to 9 at 70-61. Green. Oh, a steal by Pikewicz, and we'll go back the other way. 4-on-3 action for Auburn. And Pikewicz has cut it to 7. And the crowd up after that dunk, which wasn't allowed back in the 75-76 season, but we'll let it go. A little enthusiasm we're okay with. So now the lead is down to 7. Kenny Carr looking for Sudhope. A nice pass. But Horges with a nice snag there. Fast break. Pikewicz cannot finish. The ball goes to Green. 4:19 to go. Kenny Carr missing. Bolden with the board. The lead is 7 for NC State. And a travel by Horges. Spence with the ball.
Foul is on Johnson. His second personal, 16.
One more foul puts NC State in the bonus with 3:22 left. Looking to Kenny Carr, who's been the go-to guy, but he misses again. That's his 10th miss of the day. Auburn could not get the rebound, and North Carolina State's going to chew up some more clock. Goes back to Kenny Carr, and Carr got the tip. He's got 22. The lead is up to 9. Johnson to Mitchell. Mitchell missing. Rebound Spence. Now North Carolina State could stall. And up 9, I think that's what they will want to do. But no, they're going to try a shot. And Spence has that double-double now after that basket. 74-63, 2:11 left. This game's in the refrigerator. The eggs are getting hard. The butter is getting cold, and the jello is jiggling. Mitchell
scores.
Carr is fouled out.
Fifth personal.
Kenny Carr fouling out. 9 of 20 from the field, 4 of 5 from the line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 5 fouls, of course. So he will be excluded from further play. It's an and one for Mitchell. See if he could finish the old school three-pointer. No good, but Patrick gets the rebound. And a steal by Green. I think the Wolfpack would be well advised to just stall here. Davis with it. And yes, he is just daring Auburn the foul. And so far they have not complied. A minute 27, a minute 18. A minute 2. 48 seconds now. And finally, Johnson commits the foul at the 47 seconds mark. What were they waiting for? I do not know. Davis to the line. Hits the first.
Davis made the free throw.
NC State in the bonus, and that was a bonus foul. And Davis missing, getting his own board, though. Davis with 5 points. Green now. Just doing more of the same, just burning the clock. 31 seconds. This might do it. 22 seconds. They can't foul him. And North Carolina State wins by 10.
The final score, North Carolina State 75, Auburn 65. North Carolina State was led by Carr with 22 points, Spence with 10 points, 13 rebounds. Auburn was led by.
So who won the car dealership of your choice game MVP? Of course, it was Kenny Carr. NC State 75 and Auburn 65. They will get the winner, as we have been saying, of Duke, Maryland. And that will be our next game here on the Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims YouTube channel. We should have that released right around the time this game was released, so go look for it, would you? In fact, let me just verify what I had been saying, because I could be wrong. Yeah, it's going to be North Carolina State and either Duke or Maryland, and the winner of that will get the Syracuse-Rutgers winner in the Elite Eight. Yes, we could talk about the Elite Eight now. So this has been Big Paulie. Godspeed, God bless. We will do it all again soon, and bye-bye for now, everybody.